My name is Harry F. Miller. Well, I volunteered for Army, of course, and I was 15 years old. I was 16 during the Bulge, and I was 17 2 months after the war ended. Other kids wanted to be firemen and cops and cowboys. I always wanted to be a soldier. Some people think I'm nuts, but perhaps I am, but I sure had a good life because of it. I never looked back. I didn't want to go to the Pacific. I wanted to go to Europe. That's where the tanks were anyway. So I went to Fort Ord and I reported in. Somebody called out my name and said, go see so-and-so. So I went to see this officer and he said, well, don't bother to unpack. You're going to take a trip. And I said, where am I going? You'll find out. Standard answer, you'll find out. As a tank crewman, we had to train in every position in the tank. There was 5 positions in the tank: driver, bow gunner, loader, gunner, and tank commander. And I remember my greeting by this Texan when I got to Neufchâteau. He said, where are you from, boy? Typical Texan talk. And I told him, Ohio. And he says, where the hell is Ohio? And is that part of Texas? And, this kind of routine. So I got used to them. I was assigned to the 740th Tank Battalion. And they would call us if and when we were needed because they were convinced that the Germans were finished and the war was going to be over very soon. We saw the lights in the sky at night, and we knew something was up. Well, the Germans changed their mind on the morning of December 16, 1944. When the Bulge started on the morning of the 16th of December, they told us, get down to the ordnance depots. And, well, we thought we were going to get new tanks there, but we didn't. All we found was 2 Shermans that were shot up, and gun sights missing, radios missing, everything was missing that could be stolen. So we found these 2 tanks, and we took parts off of other tanks to make them usable. And we got 2 tanks ready to go. We were pretty proud of the fact that we had stopped them twice. The first time, our first half hour of combat, and the other the next day. We had not only stopped them, but knocked out most of their vehicles, and they had to retreat on foot because they ran out of gasoline. So that was our first days of the Bulge. And here's one of the tanks that we shot up on that first day, and a bulldozer came along and turned it over on its side just to get it out of the way and off the road. And in many cases during World War II, we had inferior equipment, and the Germans had much better equipment. And when you look at it that way, you think, oh my God, how close am I to getting killed in this one? That's your whole world. Every one of the guys in the tank has a job, and they're all working for the same thing, to get back alive. All these people that have died in wars for centuries could have been saved if people didn't hate. I'm 95 years old, be 96 in second day of July. I just like to inform people of what we did and a little bit of what it costs to do it. What my concern is that they will forget what was done for them. And we should appreciate it. But my God, if you don't get the idea by going over and looking at them, I don't know what it takes. But as I look over those crosses, I see people standing up, even waving. But I have to go back because there's something there that draws you back.